just gonna be riding like a motherfucker when I'm doing that, man. That shit's badass beat, man.
Have nots. Where I complain, live for the day, dance in the rain, no regrets, no shame. Made it out the pain, unscathed, but more strange by your hands and pray. Blessed for another day, everything's okay, no man today. Nothing can take this smile away. I'm straight, even if things don't go my way. Little things, every move I make, still love her like a back.
Yo, what's up, Blast Master KRS-One? This jam is kicking. Word. Yo, what up, D Nice?
Yo, what's up, Scott LaRock?
Yo, man, we chilling this funky fresh jam. I want to tell you a little something about us. We're the Boogie Down Production crew. And due to the fact that no one outside there knew what time it was, we have to tell you a little story about where we come from. South Bronx, the South Bronx, the South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx, the South Bronx.
Many people tell me this style is terrific. It is kind of different, but let's get specific. KRS-One specialized in music. I'll only use this type of style when I choose it. Party people in the place to be. KRS-One attacked. You got dropped off MCA cause the rhymes you wrote was whack. So you think that hip-hop had its start out in Queensbridge? If you pop that junk up in the Bronx, you might not live, cause you're in
South Bronx, the South Bronx, the South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx, the South Bronx, South Bronx, the South Bronx.
I came with Scott LaRock to express one thing. I am a teacher and others are kings. If that's a title they earn, well, it's well deserved. But without a crown, see, I still burn. You settle for a pebble, not a stone like a rebel. KRS-One is the holder of a boulder. Money folder. You want a fresh
Tony CRUZ, Ram 2, Graffiti.
Okay. All right, here we go. Hold on. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Have Not Jones. Welcome to another show with Shout Out Have Nots and Hip Hop. Man, today we got a legend with us. It's Tony CRUZ, Ram 2. He's a graffiti artist. I'm going to let him tell his story, man, because it's a good one. He's from the South Bronx, and so introduce yourself, bro. Tell him what you got.
What's up? Much respect to Chase, Have Nots Jones. Much respect to your story, brother.
Thank
you know,
man.
like I said, a lot of people learn from your story here in the South Bronx too, man.
You do.
You know, you got a lot of courage. That's what it's about. This was about courage, man. I'm Tony CRUZ. I'm a graffiti artist from the 1980s. Started in 1979. I tag up Ram 2, and my crew is 6 Train Boys, 6 Train Bombers. We started in 1982, and basically, and I took my graffiti art in 1984, and I started doing advertising murals in the hood, for the small businesses on the walls and the gates, and basically, I did over 200 murals, all business. Took the money, invested it into studying film and music, and went to Hollywood with some of the graffiti money. I started working with a couple of famous actors and celebrities, and then, you know, I went through, my mom got sick with cancer. I had to stop to take care of her, and then I caught vision problems with my eyes. For the past 11 years, I got holes in my eyes. I've been losing sight. I haven't driven a car. Can't really be on the computers. So I've been on a mission to heal my vision, and I'm sharing with the world. You know, I started a vision protection campaign. I just spoke at the United Nations last year to bring awareness to everyone to protect their eyes from the blue light, the LED lights on the computers, cell phones, and everything that's causing damage. Yeah. And so I'm using the power of hip hop from here in the South Bronx, 180 Southern Boulevard, Hunts Point, Garrison, Castle Hill Avenue, East Tremont, all these Melrose projects, all these areas where it's set where the hood was, hip hop was born. And, you know, there's a hip hop spirit that my experience in the 70s and 80s, I'm 51 years old now, is that the essence of hip hop.
Yeah, tell us about that, the real, I want to, tell us the real shit, because I wish I was alive then, man. Tell us the real, you know what I'm saying? Because I know, but I want the, you know what I mean? Yeah, Let them know, bro. Enlighten.
Well, you know, my experience being born in the home of hip hop is as an artist, graffiti artist, and being touched, and I took that energy and turned it into something, is that the essence of hip hop, through my experience and a couple of my other boys, but what I see, the spirit and the essence of hip hop is to uplift and encourage yourself. And when you're going through challenges in life, when you find yourself, like they say, in the valley of death, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And dark tunnels, and like I say, in the trenches.
Yeah.
To take that and flip it, you know what I mean? Because we still have more potential in us.
Yeah.
And to me, that is what the essence of hip hop was always. When you're going through things, challenges, the chaos that we experienced in the 70s and 80s here.
It's fighting back, man.
Yeah, it was it was a lot.
Like,
and
we're down here, and it's like it's a voice for the voiceless, man. It's a, you know, for the people who don't never get, you know what I mean?
Yes, definitely. And one of the main things is that being 51 years old now, I look at how hip hop has inspired the world, and I say, how does this happen? So what they said was that hip hop became a platform for whomever steps up on that platform has the ability to express themselves to no limit, right?
Yeah.
And that's why you see all type of cultures, you know, they get into the hip hop and everything. So that's great. But what I said, then I saw, you know, the money, the millions and billions and artists and all types of everything in hip hop being flipped. But then I said, to me, is another experience that I had, another observation.
Yeah.
There with my family and friends passing away through the 70s and the 80s, the dope epidemic, the AIDS epidemic, the crack epidemic, and now we're in 2020, and now we got all this pharmaceutical drug epidemic going down.
I'm gonna watch that video later.
Yes, the video making a killing about the pharmaceutical.
Tell everybody about it.
So basically, what I'm getting at is that the essence of the true hip hop is to, whenever you find yourself in a corner, somewhere in a dark place, anything, to flip it, to know that you have more potential, you have more courage.
Hell yeah.
And like they say that when we're drowning is when we gotta come up for that breath of air. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta fight the noise.
And so that's what my hip hop cultural arts preservation project is about, that I'm sharing. I've been taking it around the country already through my vision protection campaign. I took it to Miami, to Las Vegas. I spoke at the Blind Center in Nevada.
Hey, send me that, man. Send me something on that.
Yes, I have did that there, and also in Los Angeles and Miami. Spoke to several thousand people at conferences that I've been through. And the great thing is that a lot of people have been taking action to kind of turn the light off, dim the light. They realize, like, oh man, I didn't notice that this bright light was the one that was messing up my eyes. The one
you can tell it does, man. I don't like that bright ass shit. I don't like it.
Yeah, but people, well, you know, they make it so attractive, the manufacturers, that they don't realize, people don't realize. And like I say, when we get on the phone, we looking for information that we not even paying attention to the light. You know, like, this important information is so important. I already have holes in my eyes. My condition is called macular telangiectasia type 2. Okay, it's a long word, telangiectasia, which means.
I didn't even get all of it.
Yeah, and you know, once you research it, it'll come up, Google it. But it's a weakening of the vessels in the eyes. Yeah,
I can see that for real.
The oxygen depleting, and
everybody's looking at that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's a. You know what I mean?
So right now, that's kind of one of the main things that I've been focusing on is using the hip hop, the essence of it, to give out messages to the
I'm
world.
gonna put some in a song, man.
What was that?
I'm gonna do some research and make a song about it.
No, beautiful, man. Let's do a collaboration.
Hey, man, no, dude, fuck yeah, let's do it, man. I'm serious,
Yeah,
bro.
no doubt.
Yeah, man, that'd be fucking awesome, dude. Hell yeah.
So that's one of the things, you know, the experiences we had here in the 70s, you know, I started DJing before I did the graffiti in 1978, 79 already with my cousins.
Man, you one of the originals, bro. I love it, man. That's fucking awesome.
And then the graffiti came in, you know, with the B-boy, but the graffiti just stood with me. I'm a writer also. I'm a poet. I'm a published poet. I'm a songwriter. I told you I have a song written with Jose Feliciano, icon, multi-Grammy winner. We're going to release the song this year. It's an English song. And,
hey, if you don't mind, man, read one of your poems.
One of the pieces,
yeah, if you can.
Let me see which. Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to do the vision protection campaign. I mean, I could do a couple, but the vision protection campaign is dim the lights, protect your eyes. Do not kill your vision. Dim the lights, protect your eyes so you can enjoy the beautiful sights of life. So you can see the lovely smile on the face of your wife. So you can see your newborn's eyes for the first time. So you can see your parents shed tears together and cry. So you can see your dying loved ones in the last look, staring you dead in the eyes as they say goodbye. Do not kill your vision. Dim the lights and protect your eyes.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's real, man.
And that piece there, I did it on the wall, and I'll send you a picture of that. I have about 10 interviews. If they look up Tony CRUZ Ram 2, they'll come up. But that piece there.
Say that again.
That piece there about the vision is part of my part of losing vision for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
I haven't driven a car. I'm a carpenter, cabinet maker, and I can't really do that work now. But I heard this. I spoke to a blind carpenter, and I was amazed that there's a blind carpenter.
Yeah, because that would be really hard because of the tape measure.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna meet with
little. You know what I'm saying?
Well, like I was supposed to meet with them, but the coronavirus got everything, you know, on lockdown. But that's a big lesson. That's a big lesson to show that when we go through experiences in life, right? The world's gonna tell us something. People are gonna tell us like, okay, you're losing sight, you're going blind, you can't drive. You know, I went into a depression, and that's why I used the art to deal with depression, to anxiety. But then I learned that there's blind carpenters, and I was like, oh shit, it's blind carpenters.
That just shows you can do anything, man, as long as you put your mind to it, bro. You know what I mean? Because
I was like, who lied to me? You know, but it shows you like be careful.
Because the world don't want you to succeed. The world wants to beat you down and tell you can't do it. You know what? Mainly because why do you think everybody? People like you that keep on going. Why do you think everybody don't do it? Because it's a lot. Because when you are on that path, man, you're going to be alone. You're going to be, going through all kinds of shit.
I could tell you how I do it and how it works for me. Because I know, of course, that's a question that a lot of times people forget to tell people how. So what I do is when we're going through these challenges of, of friends, family passing away, and my mother, and then my vision challenge, and then losing my home and dealing with homelessness. It's been hard to find a place. Thank God, I have some friends and family. My brother helps me out, his wife, and it's been a challenge, but the main thing is that no matter what, I learn not to look at myself like I'm fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not fucked up. I'm just going through an experience.
Yeah, that's right.
What can I learn from this? How can I flip this?
Yeah. How can I get out of it? What do I need to do to better myself or progress my situation? Because you can get out of anything, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and sometimes it does become a lot, And
it's a lot of work.
But that's the main thing. Like one of my good friends, Suso, said, God will not give us what we can't handle. God will not, who choke us, but he won't let us drown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And those who believe in God and those who don't. But the main thing is that
I fully believe I wouldn't be alive if one were in, bro. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Well, some people don't. But my thing is that one of the main things that me and you was discussing earlier, that I speak human. You know, I speak from human experience.
Yeah.
And
yeah, my girl don't believe in God. You know what I mean? It's just all, you know what I mean? It's all, everybody's different. Everybody's got, you know what I mean? It's just, everybody got to be more accepting of each other and just love each other and be, you know what I'm saying? Instead of all this, you know what I mean? It's because everybody's different. That's what makes everybody beautiful. So be yourself. You feel me?
well, that's part of the, you know, when you look at the times we live in, you know, the conditioning again, you know, the consumerism, entertainment has a lot of people, where I mentioned to you about that documentaries about sense-making war, and they show how everyone is so distracted with so much crap and so much stuff that they can't even sit down and appreciate themselves as a human being.
It's
So
distraction because really the only time you can come to see your even true self, man, is when you're alone. You know what I mean? Because you get away from all the distractions of the world. Because you're right, the busy, and it takes them away, you know, because they stay so busy and put in so much bullshit in their head that they get distracted from themselves and really getting to know themselves because there's so much shit going on around them and they got no time to focus on it.
Well, check this out, Chase, right? When I spoke at the United Nations last year, on February 1st, I made history being the first graffiti artist.
Yeah, that's fucking badass, man. Was it? You know
right? And that's on my LinkedIn and on my
yeah, I read about it. Yeah.
So, you know, big shout out to Kareem Herzog. He's the professor from Harlem, a brother, great man, great teacher. He's the one that invited me. He saw the value of, you know, of the work that I've done all these years and how I'm flipping it as a positive for the community.
Yeah, that's
so his foundation is 1 million for 1 billion foundation. And they had a summit impact. It's about creating 1 million leaders to inspire 1 billion leaders, you know, future leaders.
Yeah.
And all these youth from around the world. So I was there as a mentor. I was on the panel with MasterCard and IBM, and we were giving, you know, advice to the youth. And I gave them advice to protect their vision and also to use art as therapy, to use art as to deal with depression, to anxiety, the seniors, for the youth. And then some of the youth, when we finished the summit, they came up to me and they said, hey, we started a program for people who are addicted to their phones and things. And how are you doing it?
Yeah, that's a good, that really needs to be handled.
And how you dealing with it? And I said, me, I'm having a challenge because I'm losing sight and I'm supposed to stay away. So what I learned was I turned off a lot of my notifications.
Yeah, I turn all mine off.
Yeah, I only left one notification on, which is messages. No Gmail, no LinkedIn, no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that.
I really hate all social media, man. If it wasn't the only way to get heard nowadays, I wish there was a different way because I really don't like it. I don't like getting on it. I like to just keep my phone away from me, to be honest with you. It's stressful.
Oh yeah, social media, you know, the way I see it now is, you know, I speak frankly, you know what I mean? I worked as a publicist in the 90s and 2000 and until today. And
how did it work then? What's the difference?
I don't kiss nobody's ass.
Yeah, that's a good.
I don't need to get on Facebook and all of this. Like I say, like we say, remember Johnson & Johnson, the product Johnson & Johnson, baby food, the Pampers. We all grew up with Johnson & Johnson. Now let me ask you a question. Do you know Johnson & Johnson's grandmother's name? Do you know what kind of underwear she wear? Do you know what kind of food does Johnson & Johnson eat? No, because it didn't matter.
Yeah.
You understand? But today, the consumerism and the marketing, they included all that crap.
Yeah.
You know? And it's just a big freaking distraction. And that's where you have to have self-discipline and realize, like, hold up, it's 24 hours in a day. I sleep a certain amount. What's most important to me? What's most important to me? Is it my family, my friends, the TV, whatever the hell they're into, whatever people are into? What you have a choice.
Yeah.
But when you decide what's most important to me and how much time what's my goal with that? What do I want to achieve with this? How much time is it going to take? And then you realize, like, wait, if I spend my time on all this other junk, I'm never going to achieve this goal to be with my children or my family.
Yeah.
So once you analyze that and you realize that that we are purposely targeted with all this information to be distracted, to have unrest.
Yeah.
The human, the essence of humanity is kind of being choked, you know, literally, because, you know, one of the problems that's happening with the blue light and the cell phone and now they're saying with the 5G is that is affecting
Yeah, I
the
heard something about
melatonin.
that 5G shit, man.
Remember I was talking about the melatonin? So what's happening is that all the radiation from the cell phone lights affect your eyes and affects your oxygen.
Gotta do something up here too, man, because you know it's like right there.
Definitely, the eyes are connected right to the brain.
Yeah,
Forget
it's
it.
all
Sometimes
in one little section.
when I'm on too long and thinking, my brain scrambles.
Yeah.
I literally drop the phone and I go, what the hell was that? Because man, it's too much info. That's why I said, you know, analyzing, cutting down what we do, realizing that we are purposely targeted with all this information. That's why today we are in a data war. What's happening with all the situation that's happening with China and the US, I'm not into politics, but my research shows that, you know, as a marketer and publicist and promoter and researcher, that is a data war. And for information, you know, targeting everyone that's on the internet and, you know, for products and services and just the consumerism. There's another great documentary I share with you and your audience. It's called Century of the Self. You ever seen that?
Nuh-uh. Send that, yeah, send that to me too, man.
Century of the Self is a BBC series, 6-part series. I saw it like 20 years ago, man. It changed my life. The way I see marketing, promotion. I mean, this was used by Hitler all the way to Clinton and Obama and Trump, and now is being used with this whole coronavirus situation. When you look at how fear always is used.
Yeah, they use that to keep the power, man. Whoever's got whoever holds the fear holds the power. So they try and feed us this fake shit. So I don't even think it's that serious. I think I've had the coronavirus and it's not that bad. Like, I kept working. And it's just they want to implant in your head that everything is a lot worse than it is. So it scares the shit out of everybody. And I don't know. I think there's something else going on behind it. Because
when you have inaccurate information, you know, people are, you know, you're in fear, you know.
Yep. And a lot of people, they don't have the balls to not.
I think right now, my research has been that definitely the coronavirus is a real virus, and definitely
it is. Yeah, it's real. I mean, but
it's attacking people that have weak immune systems, toxic immune systems. So that's why, you know.
I think because of the whole state, because it's a real virus and out there, man. But maybe I'm just. But I feel like something, I don't know, because of the whole condition, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I'm just.
One thing is, that's the whole thing, that something like this never happened. Like, you know, I'm in the Bronx, South Bronx, and the way we've been experiencing this virus.
How's it affected y'all up there? Because, I mean, we're kind of out in the country over here. That's like outside of Birmingham. So how's it affected up there?
Oh, a lot of people died over here, man. A lot of friends died. I have my sister.
I don't watch the news or TV, so I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, my sister's husband, brother-in-law from Jersey died. He had diabetes.
I'm sorry, bro.
Matt died from up here. A graffiti writer died. Nick 707, another graffiti writer. Lava died from the Bronx. They were legends also. Rest in peace to them.
Rest in peace, man.
A lot of OGs, a lot of old-timers, you know, passed away from the hood over here. And
that sucks, man.
Actually, the gentleman that let me do my vision protection campaign mural in his business, Joe's Place in the Bronx.
Yeah. The picture you sent me?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the one that you'll see. A lot of them came out in the interviews there. He passed away too, so it definitely hit. You know, the heart. It definitely hit.
Yeah. We didn't see it like that, man. I'm not too around too many people.
Well, you know, my research was, I saw an article. They called the Bronx the sacrifice zone, bro. When I read that got me pissed off.
Wait, what did it say again? The sacrifice zone?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't it say
They
that?
call it-
What's that? What's that?
Well,
What
you
they
know,
mean by that?
right now, the Bronx is the poorest borough in the country.
It's a what?
Congressional district borough in the country.
Yeah.
I'm not too accurate about that one, but so the Bronx is always left for last in many things, you know. And so basically, it's kind of saying, you know, F the Bronx, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just fuck the Bronx.
Oh yeah, I see.
Let them die,
Okay,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
fuck
saying?
that, man. Fuck that
And
shit.
I mean, how are you gonna consider something sacrifice zone when you don't even know what the hell your vibe? I mean, I don't want to get too much into that, but the whole thing is that, you know,
Yeah, I don't like they said that because that's fucked
it's
up,
not
man.
a good,
Tell
not
about
a
it.
good, not a good feeling to know that, you know, I'm still in the Bronx, is my home.
It's like
and
you're
it's called a
expendable, like
sacrifice zone.
you're not people, or it's a, you know what I mean? Like, I don't like that.
So right now, you know, this whole thing's supposed to be blowing up again, and everybody is just, you know, we just, you know, a lot of things are changing. Businesses are closing over here. You know what's gonna happen with the schools, the kids. You know,
Yeah.
been a lot of violence going down out here too. You know, a lot of negative in the air. But you know, like I said, I did that mural, Strength Alive, March 24th, when I saw this virus was coming.
Yeah.
And you know, I prayed to my mom and my grandmother's spirit and the universe, and it was keep our strength alive. You know, I was like, you know, I'm not gonna let intimidation, uncertainty, and fear take my visions away again.
Right.
My victorious visions, you know, and so, you know, I did that, and it came out on Bronx News 12. We shared it with the community in the Bronx. You know, several millions of people seeing that, and you know, it's all part of using hip hop again as a graffiti and poetry as a tool to communicate a message, a human message, to benefit humanity. You know.
Oh yeah.
You know, I always have, you know, my mother, rest in peace. She died 15 years ago from leukemia. And my grandmother died 2 years after her. And I have, thank you, man. I have her blessings, her prayers, her smiles always.
Yeah, she's looking down, man.
Good friends, you know, dear friends that passed, because a lot of them passed. And also I keep in mind, you know, of course, my creator, God, and the universal forces and the spirits, but great people that walk this planet, you know. Nikola Tesla is one of them, you know.
Yeah.
Not the guy that makes the cars.
Yeah.
You know, Nikola Tesla, the inventor, one of the greatest thinkers of the world.
Yeah.
You know?
I know who it is.
And another one is Buckminster Fuller.
I've never heard that one.
Buckminster Fuller is another one that he created the geodesic dome.
Yeah.
He's another one of the greatest thinkers. He has a documentary called Thinking Out Loud. It's on YouTube, amazing. But these people have inspired me.
Bro. I want to see that one.
Yeah, I'll send you all of those.
Okay.
These people, I want your audience to hear it because it's very important, because these are people who saw the world.
In fact, I'm gonna put this on YouTube, everybody. So the links to these videos will be in the description.
No doubt. But these guys are great thinkers, and I think that, you know, we, like I told my brother, my people, I always say, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, you know?
That's how I feel all the time, man.
And everything
going, bro. You know, I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going.
Yeah, man. And one thing that many things I keep in mind, but one is that think what is necessary to think. And when the clock is ticking, and you only know that one day you won't be here, and that you're gonna look back and say, where did I invest my time? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Did I do it as something, you know, did I do it as something that's going to be worthwhile, or I'm going to be remembered, or did I waste it on a bunch of meaningless shit?
I remember like 30 years ago, because I always watch PBS. That's why I learned about Buckminster Fuller.
Yeah.
I love PBS. I gotta contact PBS. I've been meaning to contact to do like an educational project. Now that I spoke at the UN, and also that I mentioned that.
Awesome, man.
Thank you, bro. And I mentioned also that I'm the first graffiti artist to teach at the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art also.
Yeah. My girl heard that, because we're real big into art, man. I didn't know how big it was. She was like, dude, that's pretty major, because that's like one of the biggest art, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, she was like, what the fuck? She was like, hell yeah. She was, yeah, she's sitting over there.
No, man, thank you. Much respect to you and her, man. I mean,
Yeah,
that was another gift from God. And part of that, I want to thank the people at the Metropolitan Museum and Marika Pohl and all the blind and visually impaired participants. They have their workshop. The workshop studio is called Seeing Through Drawing, right?
Yeah.
And I was a special invited, you know, graffiti artist too. So my thing was I was using graffiti art and poetry to share and show how to foster inner victorious visions. You know, because when I was in Las Vegas and I spoke at the Blind Center in Nevada, and big shout out to Turner, thank you, and David CRUZ, one of the participants that was there. That he went blind 20 years ago from diabetes. He was a Marines, and he taught himself how to play the piano, right?
Yeah.
And so he goes, Tony, thank you for coming over here. We need more people like you. And I said, can I record this? I need to share this with people because I'm a self-promoter. Nobody believes me anymore, you know?
Yeah.
So he said, sure. So one important thing that he said, man, and this was a revelation. I mean, this is in Las Vegas now. And he said, Tony, when people lose sight and go blind, they put their head down.
Say that. Hold on. Say that one more time. Start over. Say that again.
When people lose sight and go blind, that they put their heads down. So he put, you know, put his head down.
I know where you're going with it. I love it.
So I look around the room, and many of the blind people there have their heads down. You know, a lot of them going through depression.
Yeah.
So then I stepped out of myself, and I saw myself with my head down. And when I saw that, Chase, I was like, oh, man. I got scared immediately because I saw myself with my head down.
Yeah.
When I saw that, man, look, my hairs are standing up right now, bro.
Yeah.
Because when
Keep
I
that
saw
chin
that,
up, man. Keep pushing, man. Fuck, you know what I'm saying? Because I used to have my head down, man. Now I get up, man. I will not let anything break me or tear me down anymore. I've been through enough, man. I swear to God, and I ain't gonna have no negativity, nothing, man. Because I've been treated like shit my whole life. I've been on the streets, so I was, you know, all kinds of man, and nothing.
You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Drag me down, yeah. Because I have
what I'm talking about.
So negative. I mean, people out there going whatever it go through. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. You can.
Now check this out, Chase. One of the things that I'm gonna share with you and your audience, and that I share already with several millions, is what I learned that day when David CRUZ told me that. He said about the head down, and I saw myself.
Yeah.
What I learned, what was revealed to me when I saw myself with my head down, and I got scared, and I said, no, gotta pick your head up. What I saw was involuntary self-pity. Involuntary, unintentional, because I was telling myself,
don't even know you're doing it.
I was telling myself going through this problem all these years, I was like, oh, I'm in self-pity, and I'm blaming myself for it. But
yeah,
after I realized, like, wait, it's the circumstance that hit me so hard that has me in this state, and then realizing that you have to keep your head up and you know, realize that I was not intentionally deciding to wake up in the morning, go outside and walk around and have vision problems. I can't see, think about driving, and sit in the park feeling depressed. And then now that I'm aware that there was something that was bringing me down, now I overcame it.
Now you use it.
And I got to the United Nations.
Others, you know what I'm saying? You turned a negative into a positive, man.
Exactly, and that's exactly what I did with my vision challenge.
Yeah, because you can either sit and whine about it like you're doing, or you can use it as strength.
So thank God that I reached millions, and thank God I connected with you on LinkedIn and so many other great people on LinkedIn. And
Yeah, I started to hit me up, man. I was like, wow, I let my girl read that like 3 o'clock in the morning the other morning. And we did some research on it. It was like, man, I was like, yeah. I was like, man,
definitely, man.
Talk to United Nations and to talk there, man. I was like, dude, this is from the original, like where it started hip hop, the good shit. You know what I mean? Not nowadays. You know what I mean?
Boogie down Bronx,
had
man.
reasoning, and you know what I mean, and stood for something.
Well, you know, I'm still in the area where we did a lot of jams back in the schoolyard of 129 by Mapes over here, 180th Street, Southern Boulevard, 179.
Yeah, hey, you were around back then. Like, what is the biggest difference you see between hip hop from back in the day and now?
Well, definitely, we all know it got more commercialized, and it all got thrown out of alignment. Again, you know, the essence and root. If you listen to a lot of the beginnings of hip hop, they were discussing the problem, but they were also discussing solutions. And yes. I'm like that, you know. I mean, I've gone through my challenges, and sometimes I get up and I say, "Why am I in this hole if I'm a solutionist?" Well, if you wouldn't be in a hole, you wouldn't become a solutionist.
Yeah.
There's a process, but the thing is that, you know, it's a learning experience, and it's a great thing that now you realize what has merit and what doesn't have merit.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to look, again, the clock is ticking. What information are we putting into our mind, into our hearts? Is, you know, we're going to have a byproduct of it.
Yeah.
So realizing that we have to, you know, again, like we discussed earlier, that not everybody realizes that they're conditioned. Until they realizes that they're conditioned, then they could take control and start reconditioning. Yeah. And like we said, how does someone that's hard to see that, how do they recondition themselves? And I told you about, you know, they gotta find a vision, a victorious vision of themselves, seeing themselves in a victorious vision. Yeah. That's what depression is. When we go through depression and anxiety, it's because we see ourselves in a shitty vision. Yeah. Because man, to be honest with you, I've been told I was a piece of shit, drug addict, alcoholic my entire life. And if you get told that so much, man, you start to believe it. And I had to get myself out of that thinking to where I'm gonna prove you motherfuckers wrong. You know what I'm saying? And it took me forever to get out of that. It was literally like, I just started realizing, like at the age of 20, I'm 32 now, maybe a couple of years ago, that I'm not that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to let them dictate who I am and what I'm going to be, you know, because I believed it so long and I lived it, you know what I mean? Since I was 11, 12 years old, man, you know, and, you know, they were right, but now they're not. And I'll be if they are ever again, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's it, you know, once we go through these experiments, and conditionings, and once we take control and realize that, wait, you know, I'm not my experiences. Yeah, you know, I'm something greater. Maybe it's something wrong with them that they're calling you them names and wanting to think so negatively of you. You know what I mean? Because your situation and where you're at don't define who you are. But when you realize the system that we're in, that once, you know, we here in the Bronx in the 70s and the 80s, we were infiltrated by drugs. You know? Yeah. Drugs were poured into here, and we all know it was by the government and it was by officials. Yeah, it was. And, you know, bring it all in. It's all money, man. It's all money. You know what I mean? So, but when you look at it, right, we were taught to believe the same thing, that we were drug addicts, we were lowlifes and this. And yes, many of my friends and family, you know, passed away from this. Yeah, mine too, man. You know, that to me, that was a genocide also. It is. Bringing all those drugs into an area to humans. It is. To human beings who had an opportunity to live a life that God brought them to live. And they were poisoned with drugs. And then they were programmed to be like, hey, it's your fault. You did this to yourself. This is you're exactly right, man. Yeah. And you know, they feed it to us, and then they make money off of us and blame us. Yeah. I mean, if you look at humanity, we always live in times of oppression. like I tell people when they complain, I go, hey, bro, you better thank God we're not in the dark ages.
Yeah.
You know? But
Yeah.
of course, we're not in the dark ages. We're here, and we can make a difference and a
Yes.
change
Yeah.
for the next person, for a human being, for someone that doesn't know how to defend for themselves,
Yeah.
that doesn't know how to speak up for themselves,
Right.
that
My dog.
don't know how to find courage for themselves. So we be that foundation for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
Hell
what
yeah.
my
All the way,
mom
bro.
taught me, and my grandmother taught me that. You know,
I'm
all
with-
from the root to the South Bronx, the 70s and 80s,
Yeah.
and I mean today there's a lot of families that are still suffering from those days, from the crack epidemic, the drugs, the AIDS.
Yeah.
violence.
My dad was on. He's pretty heavy on crack and sold it. He's
God
in
bless,
prison most of my life, but
God bless, man.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's the thing, that parents were affected, and the children see that, and they think that was the way. And it was hard because who's gonna come in to say, hey, you know, the way you're seeing your parents is not the way of life. No, it's too late, because then you're getting high, and then you find yourself, and then people want to judge you, and they don't know, like, wait, this poor innocent child was brought into this.
yeah, it's
Not
like you don't know
knowing.
any other way. Because
That's right.
when I met my
Happens
girlfriend,
to all of us.
Been
You know what
around
I mean?
drugs my whole life, and I was like, I'm never gonna fucking quit drugs. This is the only thing I've ever had, and that gets me through the day. Well, I'm clean now.
That's
But when
right,
I first
proven
met
wrong.
her, man, because I finally had something that made me see that I got locked up. You know what I'm saying? And she was out there, and I've never been locked up when I had somebody on the outside. You know what I mean? I've always been locked up. I didn't have nothing to lose. I was like, fuck it. This is a vacation. You know what I mean? But I finally had somebody out there, and I realized I got to stop. This ain't the way it needs to, but it's all I'm used to. I don't even know how to be sober unless I'm incarcerated somewhere. You know, not anymore, but then, you know?
Yeah, because, you know, the programming,
Yeah, that's all I knew, man. All the people I knew did it. Like, I didn't think it was wrong. You know what I'm saying? I knew the police don't like it, but I didn't see nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? Like, but
yeah, of course. Well, you know something? You know something? Another thing besides having us in a state of not discovering the self is also that whatchamacallit, we I forgot what the hell I was saying right
it's
there.
all good, man.
My mind is jumping to so much shit right now.
Yeah.
But you know, your experiences, bro, again, you know, you a big example to a lot of people, bro. And it's not because, you know, you're saying that, yeah, I fucked around, I got high on drugs, I went to jail, you know, you talk about your experiences, but you're bringing people together for something with messages that's gonna help humanity,
Yeah.
and that alone is affecting you too as a human.
Yeah.
That's the thing, that after this interview is gonna affect both of us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
viewers, and that's the whole thing of how it's supposed to be. Keep linking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right now, during this coronavirus crisis, today is what, July 15, already the 16, right? It's already, yeah, it's already 12:40 over here in New York, in the Bronx.
Yeah.
Today makes 13 years my grandmother passed away. She passed away from cancer also.
Yeah, mine did too, man. Mine passed away from lung cancer.
Well, rest in peace,
I found
my
it,
grandmother.
yeah, man. That was the only person who let me live with him when I was younger.
Your grandma?
Yeah, that's the only one, because I was so wild, and you know, I mean, I didn't know what the fuck was wrong with me. But yeah, it's yeah, she died of lung cancer though a while back when I was about.
Oh, rest in peace, man.
18.
They're resting in God's heavenly kingdom. You know what I mean?
Yeah, looking down on us, man. You know what I'm saying?
But bro, let me tell you something, man. You know, I got a lot of homeboys that went through a lot of experiences just like you too. Like, you know, I've been through experiences just like you too myself, right? And I tell you, man, that the courage, we always gotta keep the courage in front of us every day, you know? And that's why with all the distractions happening, like I stopped watching the news, man, because the news,
yeah, I don't watch
is just messing people up, especially with this coronavirus.
Negative,
you know what happens? I watch the coronavirus news, and I swear to my mother, rest in peace, then I feel like I can't breathe. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, yo, who I spoke to today.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know, I don't, excuse my language if kids are watching this, you know, because I don't like to be cursing if children are watching this,
It's
but,
okay.
you know.
I curse a lot. I gotta watch myself.
I do use them as an expression, so. But
Yeah,
yes, man, like I said, during this crisis right now is very important that a lot of us, individually have to have peace of mind. In the Bronx, there's a lot of violence happening, and you know, us that we know each other out here, we all keeping the peace. You know,
yeah, man,
everybody
you light out there, man. There's no reason.
Now, I'm out. I roll by myself. You know, I got my brother who's always with me. God bless him and his family. But I don't, you know, I don't know no gangs, but I know everybody in the Bronx.
Yeah.
He is out here, and main thing is that, like, everybody that sees me know that when they see me is about, you know, growing with the hip hop, you know.
Yeah.
And I've saved a lot of people's lives out here, literally taking guns out of people's mouths, and I can say that because I'm not in Disneyland. I'm in the South Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
Right. That's where you gotta stay in the trenches. That's where it needs the help. You know what I mean? That's where you can make the most difference, because, man, it doesn't matter, because, you know, you got to stay in the trenches. I mean, even when it's comfortable and shit's going good, man, you got to stay with your people, and you got to help with people.
You know, sometimes they say, you know, wherever you are is where you belong. And, you know, like I said, I lived in Hollywood, and what was out there 2009, 2010. I've been going there since 1996. Come back to the Bronx with my vision problem. I couldn't drive, and I didn't want to be back in the Bronx because all the memories. I walked through here, family members that died, my mother, my friends, and okay, after a while, you know, you kind of forget about it, but it does take your emotional energy still.
Yeah.
So the key is finding a balance, knowing what you could do, what you can't do, and knowing that, you know, there's a big world. And I've went around the world before, and I'm going to continue going around the world.
That's
but
right.
It's been an amazing honor and a gift from God to be back in the hood all these past years. Been back here already for the past several years, back and forth. My mother died 15 years ago already. But I've seen so many of my friends that many of them died, and I was happy that I seen them, spent time with them. I seen a lot of people that were influenced with my art, especially a lot of females.
Yeah.
And that was cool because that helped me out to deal with the depression when my mother died. To see people that were like, hey, I seen your artwork since I was small. A lot of females also became artists. And that was like, wow, that was cool. They see my work, and so that really helped me out. That was
it helps, man.
My spirit.
You inspired me, man. I started reading up on you, dude, after you hit me up on LinkedIn. It inspired me, bro.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something, bro. I'm gonna tell you something. I think the inspiration is a million times more, bro, because I didn't expect your story to be the way you was telling me your story, bro. For real.
Yeah.
So much respect, man.
Yeah.
And again,
it's been
not only people in the Bronx can learn, but people from around the whole world now that, you know, the internet is around. So I think everybody's in a different situation. Tell people, I'm beyond hope. I passed hope.
Yeah.
I'm in strength alive. I'm in triumph. And that's what we gotta be. Because this shit is serious.
Yeah.
And like I said, you know, strength alive, we gotta save our families. We gotta innovate or die. We gotta innovate or die because
innovate or die.
This is reconditioning. This is reconditioning, and we are under experiment. It is a biochemical warfare.
When this is done, I want to talk to you about something. I'm gonna do it all this.
No doubt.
I just had a fucking great idea.
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue. I'm sorry. I just had to say that, so you remind me.
It's all good, no doubt. But yeah, I think, you know.
I got a horrible memory. My brain's fucked up. You know what I mean?
Hey, listen. Whoever
too much drugs and shit's going on. You know what I'm saying? So this is fucking,
no.
If there's anything left.
Whoever engages in a conversation with me, their brain gets fucked up because there's so much positive things and energy going through that it's like you don't need drugs. You know what I mean?
love talking to you, man. Dude, I feel super comfortable with you. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt,
When
man.
we
Much
first started
respect.
talking, I can feel the, like, you know what I mean? Because I'm pretty, I can feel, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I guess.
Well, you know, it's a connection, man, that
Yeah.
sometimes I've been around the world and I run into people that I could speak to in 1 minute, bro. And you got to see, I'd be surprised because they say something, I go, oh, yeah, I went through, and they go, oh, yes, I relate to that or something, and wow. And they just, you know, I guess it's meeting someone from the Bronx, high energy, New York City.
Yeah.
When you speak human, you speak from the heart, and you talk about your family members dying and this and that, and other people are looking for other people to speak to about that because
Yeah.
not everyone speaks about that. And again, like I told you, we are in a system that programs us to self-sabotage. You know, like consumerism. When you see Century of the Self, the documentary on YouTube by BBC, it's about the purpose of consumerism was created to distract the individual from self-discovery,
Yeah.
to make them believe they need to buy stuff they don't need.
Yep.
So now, you know,
Make the rich richer and the poor poor, really. You know?
Yeah, and that was all created by Sigmund Freud's nephew,
Yeah,
Edward
everything's
Bernays.
a fucking lie, dude, pretty much. It
Yeah.
really is, man. If you're sitting back and thinking about it, everything's a lie, bro. So do your own research.
Yeah. Edward Bernays is the nephew of Sigmund Freud, and he's the one that, you know, created the whole publicity thing. And they said each human being has a subconscious need to be fulfilled, and you know, and they use that through consumerism.
Yeah, and false confidence, and, like, you know what I'm saying? That's never gonna last.
When you look at it,
or something like that.
It's a false confidence. But you know, people live and die in that. I mean, how many people are so materialistic that they
Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, bro.
plastic
And then
surgery.
greed, and then greed turns into hate, and then greed turns into some selfishness that you can't even get past, and you don't even love your neighbor anymore because you're too worried about your shit.
But now, don't get me wrong. I don't want no one to misunderstand me. Everyone has a choice. Everyone has a choice.
Yeah, you're right.
Right? The thing is, not everyone has the information that they are
That's
looking
true.
for.
That is the real shit right there. That, man, that's a revelation.
So when they find it, they decide, hey,
Yeah,
I was looking for this, but do I want it? So I'm not trying to take nobody's choice away.
Yeah.
Everybody, you choose what you're going to choose. You know, I'm just bringing out stuff that if you never heard before, you heard. But I know that my choices are always great choices, and I continue expressing, you know, myself, my experiences, my art, you know, how I take a negative, flip it to a positive.
Right. Yeah,
and what we experience here. Yeah, because, you know, I mean,
that's the secret to life, bro. Flipping negative to positive. My whole life's been fucked up. But, dude, I'm still smiling, and I've built businesses. I built a business. The couple of nights before, I was sleeping behind a Burger King, laying my head on a milk crate. Oh, you know what I mean? And then a couple days later, I got tired of it. You got to get sick and tired, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to that point to where you get that fight and you get mad at it, but use that anger for being mad at your situation to turn it into a positive. You know what I mean? Use that anger in channel.
Yeah, no, I got my experiences. You know, like I said, after my mom passed, I ended up losing my place, and I stood in people's houses. But you go through experiences, and you know, I had to sleep in the train before. I slept in the bus, and I slept around and people's cars. I slept in my car for like 8 months. But the crazy shit is that sometimes you're going through an experience that you can't grasp. And I don't give a fuck because people try to say, yeah, but, you know, you use an excuse. I said, look, man, you want to walk in my motherfucking shoes? I wasn't going to go rob nobody. I'm not going to go sell drugs. I'm not going to do no stupid shit to get myself on my feet. No.
Yeah.
You know, my mother passed away. My mother saw me working hard. I work hard. You know, I graduated from the carpenters. I did all my stuff. I said, I continue on this path. Because one thing is, never get desperate. Always stay determined.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay? And if I would have been desperate, I would have stood in Hollywood and told my mother, "You go to a nursing home and let her die by herself." You know what I mean?
Oh no, don't do
But
that. Man. Leave your family.
I don't be desperate. Yeah, that's why I don't be desperate. And I was in Hollywood already, and I worked with several actors in LA and everything too. But again, I see people that they sell themselves out. They let their parents die. Yeah, they let their parents die and all that shit. And I was like, listen, my mother be alive right now. She died at 59 years old. She would have been 70, 75 now. Right now, I would have been with her, cooking for her, whatever I needed to do, I would have been doing it. You know what I mean? But God bless to all those who have their mothers alive. And, you know, definitely, you know, understand my mother was my best friend, and understand that that your mother was your age and she went through some shit too.
Yeah.
And if you ask and find out and say, Mom, what did you learn from that? What can you learn from that?
Yeah.
How help her? Because I was helping my mom. But whatever mom was going through, and she had like drinking problems, she was drinking too much, or she was stressed, anxiety.
Yeah.
You know, she went through her things too. And I was there helping her. I said, Mom, boom, where we pray. She told me to pray. Whatever you had to do. I said, Mom, you took care of me, I'm going to take care of you. And I did it to the end.
That's what's up.
Like I said, my mother passed away in my arms. I put her body in a body bag and everything, Papa. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
It's why, like I said.
Sorry about that, man. That's harsh.
We go all out, South Bronx. We go all out.
All right. Yeah, I'm with it, man. I ride or die with you, bro.
But you see now, 15 years later, I could say I'm in glory. I could speak and share this about my mom, my grandmother, my friends. Many of my friends that I also saw die, you know, in front of me.
Mine too.
And so, you know, I don't, not to be talking about death a lot, but we are humans. We do live and die.
It's all real, though, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's real reality.
And people can relate to that because that happens to all of us, you know?
Yes. But I think right now, appreciating, you know, everything that we have right now, realizing is the main thing. And you know, like I listened to a couple other speakers that talk about, you know, how, like Eckhart Tolle talks about the present moment. And I always like that because he shows you that living in the past is a lie because the past doesn't exist. And living in the future,
past don't exist.
And the future doesn't exist either, right? And when you think about it, the only thing that exists right now is just me and you talking right now.
Right now. That's the only thing that does exist. This second. Like 2 seconds ago don't even exist.
Now if we talk about when we first met, then that's something that already happened in our mind that's not present.
Yeah.
It's not alive. And then we talk about the future. So that's one of the things that we get distracted from being in the present moment, and we
lose sight of everything.
Say it again?
Lose sight of everything because you focus on something that don't even exist.
Yep, and
so
we're programmed
miss a lot. Yeah, that's,
and then
that's fucking cool, bro. I like that.
Yeah. But we get programmed to stay stuck in the past. Now check this out. Remember, I work as a marketing and publicist, and I know a lot of people in Hollywood.
That's true.
And I was just meetings with a bunch of top Hollywood actors, producers, and I was like, "What you working on?" And I said, "Man, you got to do some human stuff, man."
Yeah.
But
tell them.
What you gonna call it? There's part of it is that, you know, staying stuck in the past, because it happens to me. Remember, I'm still deprogramming. What Buckminster Fuller said, he died at 85 years old. Buckminster Fuller said he spent his last years deprogramming everything he was taught to believe as a lie.
Yeah. I'm telling you.
So check that shit out. So at least he was 85. So I'm 51, you're 32. So yo, we got a lot of years ahead to avoid what Bucky.
Yeah.
you know. But anyway, the point is that we stay stuck in the past, right?
Yeah.
And how is that done? How? Because remember, we work with information. Every day you wake up, information comes to you, boom, 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 whatever you intake. A lot of that stuff is done through entertainment.
Every bit
A
of it.
lot of it is done through entertainment.
Every
Hey,
bit
I
of
used to watch. What is that? Hospital. All my children. Remember?
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, no, that's an old
Oh,
show,
well,
man.
you
Yeah.
wasn't born. I mean, you wasn't born when I was watching it. I'm like almost 20 years older than you.
Yeah.
But I used to come from high school, and you watch Felicia, you fall in love with that, all the emotional stuff. Oh, I want to
Yeah, and it's so dramatic too, man. They're like playing the music, and it's like so played out and dramatic. It's like making this humongous scene over something little. It's like.
But the thing is that now they use, entertainment is used in that way where people stay stuck in their feelings from the past.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know, like, when I used to go watch a movie, I say, I want to go watch a movie because I relate to what that guy is going through. He got his heart broken. The girl broke his heart. I want to go and feel how he deals with the solution. But when you go watch a movie, they don't show you no solutions.
Yeah, no. They show you the problem.
The problems,
Keep it going.
That's
Keep it going so you got that stuck in your head. Oh, yeah.
So the key is to be like Tesla and be like Buckminster Fuller and be like you and be like me and fuck what people think. And let's keep, living our life, experiencing what we have to do. We learn already. We know what's right. We know what's wrong. We know what's going to burn. We know how we're going to learn. You know what I'm saying? We know what brings pleasure. We know what brings pain. We know what's love. We know what's hate. So now we choose it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think, that's one of the most important things that I could share.
Hey, man, speaking of which, my new single, I don't know if you heard
it.
Yes. This is like super positive, man. It's one of my.
Music my assault, lyrical juggernaut, can't be bought. Until I DK assault, fake shit coming to a halt. I see you're appalled, not my fault. You're the one going on the salt. I'm just trying to get to the motherfucking ball.
Why complain, man? That's some serious shit. I just having fun with it, you know?
Bro, that's what it's about, man. Having fun, bro.
Yeah.
It's about having fun and being yourself. You know what I mean? And that's the key thing, bro. I respect that for you, man. I think right now, do you have any programs set up to kind of start helping other kids that have been homeless and gone through?
I've actually been trying to set that up, man. I got some investors, but because of the coronavirus, I'm gonna tell you this. I haven't told anybody this but my girlfriend. But what I want to do, I have some investors, but because of the coronavirus,
yes,
I'm not sure what kind of money they're trying to give me. But I told them I want to start a record label. It's going to be called Slaughter Records LLC. And yes. I want to find, because a lot of the artists I talk to are the people that's down in the trenches that you don't hear about. Because I you know what I mean? That, probably don't have money for promotion, I do, you know what I mean? Because I want to get the realest of the real, the people. Because, one thing when I was homeless, man, I had this one dude tell me, this is one reason I want to do this, is because this one dude, I didn't eat nothing for 2 days. And I was talking to a manager, and he was like, well, you need to send me $100. I'm like, dude, I haven't ate in 2 days, bro. You know what I mean? Like, please just get that shit out there so you can get me out of this situation. You know what I mean? Like, try and do something, man. I will give you over half of whatever they give me. You know what I mean? I'll put that shit on contract right now. You know what I'm saying? And they always ask me for a budget, man. I'm like, dude, I haven't even ate. You know what I'm saying? I'm just hoping I can go hustle up something or find some work where I can get a hotel room to take a fucking shower, or get a cheeseburger, and maybe get some drugs where I can cope with this bullshit. Mm-hmm. So, and then so I don't want to charge any. That's why I will not charge any, man. If somebody don't have any money, man, I swear to God, I will.
Well, I mean, we could talk about that, off the record, but I can tell you that.
But
right now, what happens is you have an opportunity.
Yes.
Definitely create like an idea where you can help the homeless and high-risk kids.
Yeah.
And
I want to get.
you create oh, let me finish real quick.
Okay.
Create like a collective, you know what I mean, of artists that have music with purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you could do something like that, and then come up with ideas where you build that to tie it into each community. Like I'm gonna be working with another museum professional here that creates programs, and they create it with the artists to do it at the with the community.
Yeah.
So you can create projects where you can create directly with community programs, you know, and that's what you could do, man. You know, I mean,
I want to get the artists that you don't hear about,
Yeah.
that don't have all the help and support. And I
but
want
there's the thing here.
get them out and help where they can come back and help their community and bring that one up, and then that one goes back and gets another one up.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about all over.
Well, yeah, definitely. You know, that's the whole key. You want to keep linking and bridging it. But in order to do that, you want to have like infrastructure in place where a system already where people are gonna, what they call what's the word? Oh, man. An acceleration program where they accelerate.
Yeah.
Understand?
Yeah.
And you know, there's people there that can definitely, and I can guide you to bring people together to do that. But I think you gotta understand that what you're doing and what I'm doing, especially you, and of course me, because I've been through my homelessness experience, and it's not cool. But this is kind of to shake people up and wake them up and say, yo, you're going through a fucked up situation, but you know what? You could flip it, man. You could flip it and see yourself, because everything is vision. Because you know what happens, what I learned? That thinking only has its purpose to think of a situation. And then when we start thinking of the thoughts that we're thinking, then we go doing like a hamster does, going in circles, right? So
that's a good analogy.
So what we have to do is, once we think of something from A to Z, you can't think no more. So once you know you did A to Z, you got to take it into the vision.
Yeah.
The vision. And hit that vision, nail that vision to the wall, draw it on the wall, draw it on a painting. The vision, every day, the vision. And look back like, what did it take me to get to this vision?
Yeah.
And just keep looking at that vision. Keep looking at that vision. You know, and like they say, you want a house, put the picture in front of you every morning. Every morning, one day you're gonna wake up in it, and that's the truth, man.
Yeah, this is true, man.
So basically, we have to bring. It's like I told myself through my experiences, something very important that I learned was we got to bring ourselves back to peace.
Yeah.
We got to bring ourselves back to that place of peace and comfort, and a place where we, you know, where we great. You know, triumphant. And because, you know, I'm 51, and, you know, I've been through these challenges, and I know life is going to keep taking challenges until my day comes. But, you know, when my day comes, I know that I'm not going to die alone. You know? And I wrote a piece. I'm working on my book, on my poetry book, my graffiti book, the documentary, you know, since 1984, all the advertising murals, and then how I took art working in Hollywood and working around the world, and then now with for human efforts with the United Nations and the vision and blind people.
Yeah.
So I'm putting all that together, and you know, that's an honor and tribute to all my friends and family from the South Bronx and the home of hip hop. That's an honor to the spirit of hip hop, to the creativity. To the chaos that we experience, you know, because it's about taking your chaos and turn it into a creativity. Because chaos breeds to creativity. That's the whole.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, I was listening to something the other day, man. Until you got get a little dirt on you, you know, kind of be, you know, to grow. You know what I'm saying? Because how does the seed grow? It gets all that dirt on it, man. All that, you know what I'm saying? And
you know what I just noticed? This is the first time I use Zoom. And I just noticed that I should have put Ram 2, Tony Cruz. I put Tesla BX because I like Tesla.
Yeah.
I thought that was like a code name, but I could change that to my name, right?
Yeah.
Good. Oh, good. Oh, good. But yeah, man. What you were saying, man. That's again, you know, it's profound there, and you keep right now. I think if you have the audience that you have and the listeners that you're doing, everything just keep creating positive content, bro. Because again, like I tell people, I don't need to kiss nobody's ass. I don't need to convince nobody to get on the internet and to people. You know, I did my vision protection campaign, and I did that because using my art and poetry, the graffiti, as a tool to express what I'm going through, to help me bring together more people that want to heal their vision. I was like, let's do this. I'm with it. But my campaign was not to show people like I'm feeling sorry for myself, and which people
because you go through that, but at the same time you gotta show, you know, being, you know, because we all got, you know, be the example of I gotta keep pushing, man.
Yeah, so you know, that's the main thing there, that at least I took the art and use it for that purpose, and that's what I share with others, to take their personal experiences, whatever they're going through emotionally,
put that shit on paper,
blend it in with your art, with poetry, blend it in with, you know, listen, the world is such a big open place to get creative, to learn. You know what's the shame of everything? That when we die, we ain't gonna know everything.
No, we'll never know everything. You know what I mean?
I'm like on a mission to learn everything.
Yeah, I mean, get as much as you can, man, because that's what the day, I read a quote one time, man. It's like the day you stop learning or growing is the day you die.
The day you die, exactly. I always say that too.
I can't remember who said it, but
I'm dehydrated over here, man.
Yeah, but, I feel you. Yeah, I'm pretty young too.
Definitely, man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, and your audience, you know, protecting our vision, our immune system, you know, eating healthy. I mean, you know, I'm not talking to you like your mother.
No, okay, man. No, it's all good. No, I mean, hey, I understand, man. I don't really have any fans. So I mean,
this is what I told my people anyway when I walk the street, because they see me. They're like, yo, you 51, you. So just walk, exercise, do this, and you know, I mean, I have a friend of mine. God bless her, Evie. She's in Florida, and she's gone through a lot of breast cancer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she had like about a couple of surgeries, and then she tells me, she said, man, you know, you're amazing. Everything you keep going through, you know, and you keep getting up. And I was like, no, girl, you're amazing. You're inspired me what you're going through. So we all inspire each other. We're all going through different challenges. We all learn from our challenges.
Feed off each other in a good way, you know what I mean?
I mean, you know, of course, you know, we got to look at reality. We live in a cruel world. There's people that are fucked up. There's people that just don't care. I mean, you know, so you got to know who you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Okay? That's the other thing. So, and I'm not Jesus Christ. I'm not God. I ain't trying to change anybody. I'm just saying, this is the way I think. This is why I'm rolling. I'm going this way.
Plant a seed.
You ain't come with me. I go by myself.
That's right. Hell yeah. I love that. Yeah, man.
You know, I respect what people are rolling with. I roll with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
True that.
But that's one of the main key things that we.
Hey, I got your back to the end, bro. I'm ride or die, man. I come up there, you know, you holler at me.
Without, man. But that's one of the pieces there. I mean, next time we could hook something up with all my other poems as I continue working on that. But I think right now, let me see. I don't got any pieces with me right now.
It's all good, man. Shoot, man, wait, this is a good show. I'm probably gonna turn this into a 2-hour one. So.
Okay, cool. No doubt.
I don't know how long we've been on. I think it's been a while.
All right, yeah, it's been a little while already. I can't even see the time right now. My eyes are real blurry.
Well, it's been chilling talking, man. It's really the longest one I've ever done, man. But we just kept going, man. It's good shit. So.
even looking at the light, and it's not even much, but my eyes get blurry, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I'm covering my eyes from that light over there, because then I'll see double and triple. That's
Yeah.
part of my vision problem.
Yeah.
You know,
I like to keep them dim, man. I don't like the light anyway, dude. I don't like too much light.
Yo, oh yeah, I got my stuff on real low always.
Yeah.
Turn the blue light off. So that's
Yeah,
why everybody got to
There's more light coming off the computer than there is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the light.
It look like UFOs.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
But Chase, man, it's been a pleasure, my brother, man.
Yeah, you
Thank
too, man.
Attention and time. And definitely when you get this hooked up, let me know so I can promote it on LinkedIn also.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna I'll share it. Yeah, you'll have an actual copy of the show too. I'm gonna send you.
Beautiful.
That you can get and put wherever. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, great, man. I want to give a big shout out to one of my boys, JR Black, 180 of South Bronx Boulevard. My good friends out here, and you know, my
hey, tell her tell anything, any links like with your art or anything.
Yeah, right now I just have I just got the Instagram. I got my LinkedIn.
What's your Instagram?
Tony CRUZ, TONY CRUZ, and then RAM2, RAM.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me show one of the quick pieces over here. This is a piece I did. This is New York, NYC, Bronx.
Yeah.
Your eye.
That thing's bad.
Yeah, that's my tag up. Boom, RAM2.
Yeah. I like your tag, man.
Thank you, bro. You know, this right here is I took this around the country with me.
Mine used to be Trainwreck.
Trainwreck?
Yeah. Yeah, look, I got look, the guards named me that in jail. You see it?
Word.
I got that when I was 18, bro, in jail. Trainwreck. Yeah, because it seemed like bubble graffiti letters, see, you know, because that's what I hit everything with, you know.
That's it. Turn that train wreck into something positive, like you're doing, man.
Yeah.
There's a piece here for the Vision campaign that I did on a smoke canvas, and I took this around the country, sharing this with people. That's where the poem is written at, you know.
Hold it closer, a little bit closer. Hold it a little bit closer. Yeah, I want to be able to read it. Up a little bit. Down.
Can you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, yeah. I like that. Yeah, that's good, man. That's what you read earlier. That's what you, yeah, because I read it now. I remember you saying that.
And then this here, I did this for the Metropolitan Museum when I did my workshop.
Yeah, I like that. I like your art.
And I started doing some 3D art with the low vision and blind.
Yeah.
Also. So once I do my retrospective show, I'm gonna include all that stuff, and it's gonna be, you know, it's gonna be a human show using the power of graffiti art, South Bronx hip hop.
Hell yeah, that's what's up.
About making history, man.
Fuck
yeah. Making history.
Yeah.
The Making History Crew 2020. You know, I mean, right now, like I said, this crisis, you know, this is a big challenge for many people, and many of us that have victorious visions have to keep them alive, big time, big time. But you know,
yeah,
there is stuff going down. So
yeah,
may we keep that alive, brother.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Much respect to you, your family, your lady.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Bro. Peace, yo.
You too, bro.
Good looking out.
Hey, I love you, man.
All right. We talk tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I hit you up, man. Hey, and I'll let you know when everything's ready. Send me them pictures and stuff, man.
No doubt. Peace out to Alabama. I'm going to send you everything right now.
All right, bro. I'll holler at you later, man.
God bless.
Yeah.
RAM2, Tony CRUZ, South Bronx, 6 Train Boys, 1980s.
We don't die, we multiply.
God bless the world. Peace.
All right, bro. Yeah. He's really a legend, man, from the old school days, man.
It's gonna be riding like a motherfucker when I'm done though, man. That shit's badass beat, man.
Have not. Why complain? Live for the day, dance in the rain, no regrets, no shame. Made it out the pain, unscathed, but more strange by your hands and pray. Blessed for another day, everything's okay, no in the world today. Up with a brand new state.
Hey, look, man. Stop complaining, stop making excuses. Put that energy to good use. You create better for yourself. You can take over the world. You put that energy to something positive that'll build. Get it, man.
We never felt pain. We dance in the rain, shop every day.
Yeah, man, life's good, bro. What?
Don't wait, create, make a better way. Head up, chest out, go get better days. Help a stranger, it's just a little change. Don't expect a thing or wait till it's too late. Live in the moment, don't let it slip away. Love like you never knew heartache. Live like you never felt pain. And this was your last day. Cherish the small things. Don't let the world steal that smile away. Baby, you can do anything.
Anything, you do anything you set your mind to, man. Don't let the world hold you down. You got this.
Keep it real, stay trill. Hungry like you never had a meal. God take the wheel. Stay stacking bills. Never had shit for real. Keep a smile still. First on the battlefield, making deals. Created these wheels. Homeless and on bills. Conquered every hill that was thrown my way. For a real bad motherfucker made of steel. I walk what I talk what I walk. Music my assault. Never go juggernaut, can't be bought. Real until I decay the salt. Fake shit coming to a halt. I see you're appalled, not my fault. You're the one throwing all the salt. I'm just trying to get to the motherfucking ball.
Take that shit.
Have nots. Your actions go a different way. Speak for the castaways. They have no say. Integrity, build your mental state. Loyalty will get you more pay in multiple ways. Hard to keep your fire till your body is gone away. Remember long after your grave. Listen, all you doing safe. Not find the best way to play. Don't wait till it's too late. Create, start the day.